Look at that, a good bit of interference to get everyone back into order. I think that's a new way of doing it instead of tapping a glass or calling everybody to kind of stand. I know there's a few people getting coffees and stuff, but we've kind of held on in terms of time because of, although the blinds are down, Worcester-on-Sea is alive and well. I know the Visit Worcestershire team will be pleased that they're selling a new product. We didn't think we were a seaside resort, but maybe we are now. I'm here just to kind of welcome you guys. There's some familiar faces. I'm Gary Woodman. I'm Chief Exec of the Local Enterprise Partnership and Assistant Director for Economy at the County Council. We're here really to start a conversation. We've done lots of work with business. People know the Local Enterprise Partnership and the work that it's done perhaps over the last 10 years, often some of the bigger schemes. But really, this is now into a different phase, and that's what we're here to explain. So I've got the infamous job that everyone gets at the start and thinks, oh, no, but it's the housekeeping. So it's the infamous kind of air hostess bit where the toilets are to your right, because I'm thinking they're to my left. So that's one way to ruin this. Also, there's no fire alarm, and it probably, in terms of fire alarms and access points, it's obviously back out there. And given our Worcester-on-Sea position, I wouldn't go down to the cluster point. I would probably, swimming down there is probably not the answer. So we're out and to the right and clustering on New Road by outside the CAF. Wi-Fi, there is the code, which my colleagues will put up in a minute. So if you want the Wi-Fi code, I was also about to say mobile phones. If they ring, there's a fine to charity. So that just got just in time. Make sure your phones are on silent. So that's a great thing. Those from now, we will approach them in the break and expect a donation to charity for the ringing out loud. I'll make sure mine's definitely on silent, but happy to do that. But the reason we want them on silent is on your tables there is a QR code. It's on a piece of paper. It's going to look a bit like that. You will need that in terms of we're operating a Slido model. So there are a number of questions that are on your phones. That QR code will take you through to our website where you just put your name and your email address on, and then you'll be able to do that. So I'm just going to give everybody a little moment to just kind of find that QR code, put it in your phone, and get those bits working. So, a couple of other points. In terms of, we obviously are video and the photographer's moving around. If somebody doesn't want to be on the film, then do let the team know at the break and we can make sure that doesn't happen. And then in terms of follow-up, there's lots of information that are on the slides and you're going to think, how am I going to remember this? There's bits on the tables that will become more relevant. And that will come back out to you as a delegate, whether you're online delegate or whether you're in the room. We will kind of follow up with that information. So don't think you've got to write everything down, or equally try and draw a QR code, because that would be quite interesting in an exam at the end, which we won't be doing. So hopefully that's done the housekeeping, and we can then move into the event. I'm pleased now to invite Chair of the Partnership, Paul Walker, MBE. Paul.
Good morning to you all, and very glad to see so many of you who've managed to struggle through the floods and the roads to our vista by the sea, but are very welcome. I'm very pleased that you all made it, and also a welcome to all of those who will be joining online today, so welcome to you too. This meeting will, I hope, be of value to you all in providing information, ideas, or even better, inspiration that will help you grow and develop your business or organisation, and in doing so, make sure that Worcestershire's economy and the community itself continues to prosper in the years ahead, because that's really what we all want to see. But you may be wondering why this meeting has the strapline, the big conversation. And that's because we also want this event to mark the beginning of what I hope will be just that. A wider, more active dialogue and interaction that is critical to working better together, but also informing how we can improve and develop the services and support you all need to be successful. So what I'd ask each of you echoing Gary's intimation in his introduction, is to be clear about what is out there that you need, what is out there that doesn't work properly, and more importantly, telling us about your own ideas and potential resources that you have that can contribute to us working better together. So whilst the agenda today is focused around updating you about what the partnership is doing around the core activities, of course, around skills, innovation and business support, I hope you also turn each of these sessions into the opportunity to tell us what you think, and please don't be hesitant in doing so. So I'm delighted at this point to have the opportunity of introducing to someone who most of you know very well, but you also are well aware has made a huge contribution to the county in many ways over the years in his role as MP of Worcester. I'm going to introduce you to Robin Walker. Robin.
Well, thank you very much, Paul. It's delightful to be here among friends in this slightly damper than usual, but fantastic venue in Worcester. And as Worcester's MP, the economy has always been at the heart of my work, and listening to businesses has always been a crucial part of what I felt we need to do. And the 6 Worcestershire MPs have all found over the years the LEP to be a fantastic partner in our work. I know Nigel Huddleston was going to be speaking to you today. I'm delighted to be able to step in for him and welcome you all to this event, but crucially offer my support to the continuing work of the LEP in engaging business and engaging the business voice in Worcestershire, because I do think it's been a key partner in delivering a great deal for the local economy. And we know that when the LEP was set up, it set some ambitious targets for the economy. It's set out to create 25,000 jobs. It set out to increase gross value added by £2.9 billion and to contribute towards the delivery of 21,500 homes by 2025. Now, on all of those targets, there's been really quite phenomenal progress, actually. And I think it's very easy to look at some of the headwinds we faced as an economy with COVID and have high rates of inflation and to look at the difficulties and the downsides that we've been through. There's no doubt there have been some huge challenges over the last few years. But against that target of 25,000 jobs, the LEP has over-delivered, and we've seen growth of 36,000 jobs in the Worcestershire economy. And as a local MP, one of the things that matters most to me, something that I watch month by month, week by week, is the youth employment figures. The youth unemployment over the period of the LEP's existence has come down by a third. And that was already having come down in the 5 years before it came in. The number of NEETs are at some of the lowest levels we've ever seen. And the number of apprenticeships has increased. Since 2010, we've seen nearly 12,000 apprenticeships delivered in Worcestershire. And that's not just the badge, it's also apprenticeships which are really high quality, proper jobs and proper qualifications that they lead to. The LEP has played a key role in supporting all of this. And just coming back to some of those other targets, the gross value added target of 2.9 billion was for 2025. Well, at this stage, early in 2024, we've already achieved 2.5 billion of that, and the growth trajectory suggests we can get the rest of the way. In terms of the housing target, we're 96% of the way, in 87% of the time to delivering on that. And so I'm very confident that we will have achieved all of those targets for delivery. But also, personally for me, the LEP has been a key partner in pushing for some key improvements that the county has long wanted. When I first came in 2010, the idea of Worcestershire Parkway was something that people have been banging on about for many years. It was a shared aspiration with many partners, but it has now been delivered. And with that, the under 2-hour journey times from London, which I think can be a really key investment proposition for our county. The dualling of the Southern Link Road was something that was, again, something which had been talked about and juggled constantly as to whether that would ever happen or whether there would be a Northwest Link and what could be done there. We managed to get the LEP, the County Council, the Chamber, Herefordshire, Worcestershire, all the local councils pushing in the same direction on that, and then we managed to get the injection of money from the government in order to deliver that project. And as a resident of Powick, someone who drives around that Southern Link Road, very grateful. I'm very grateful for that. But I know local businesses, it's unlocked a key bottleneck. The Worcestershire Skills Show has been something which repeatedly the LEP has brought people together to engage in that growth, in apprenticeships, in new ideas like T-levels, making sure that we improve our vocational qualifications. And here in Worcester, we've got the Duckworth Centre of Engineering at the heart of Worcestershire College, offering fantastic opportunities for progression, again as a result of the LEP. And one crucial project very dear to my heart has been the way in which the LEP has supported the Health and Wellbeing Centre at the University of Worcester. Just down the road, we have the new medical school, something that I've campaigned very long and hard for, but that provided crucial enabling infrastructure and investment to support that development. And I think that will make a very long-term contribution to the health and well-being of our Worcestershire population, as well as our economy in the future. So these are real achievements which I've been very happy to work hand in hand with the LEP on driving forward. Now, recent government decisions have resulted in a change in the governance around LEPs. And I have to say, I suspect all of the local MPs, were sceptical about that. We lobbied against that because we realised we had a LEP in this part of the country which was very effective and which was delivering. But the story is not the same, sadly, everywhere else. I'm currently chairman of the Education Select Committee. One of the things we look at is careers advice and skills. And we have one of the leading careers hubs anywhere in the country here in Worcestershire because of the excellent working partnership between businesses, between the LEP, the County Council, and all the other business organisations and the Chamber involved. And sadly, that hasn't been the case everywhere else in the country. In other areas, there have been conflicts between the local authorities, the chambers, and the LEPs. In other areas, different overlapping geographies have caused tension and difficulty. So the decision was taken that they're going to move away from LEPs as a key part of the structure. But I'm very glad that because the local partners in Worcestershire and all the political leaders at county council and at the district councils that support it saw the value of what our LEP has been doing, they wanted to continue this conversation with business and they wanted to continue this work. And so although the governance may change, the structure will still be in place to engage with business. And that is why today's big conversation is absolutely so crucial. I'm very confident. I won't be the MP for Worcester next year or the year afterwards. I'm not contesting the next general election. But whoever is in my place will have strong partners in the business community to work with. And they will be well supported by the voice that the LEP creates across skills, across innovation, and across business growth. And I think it's really crucial that government, both locally and nationally, is able to engage with that strong local voice. I'm incredibly proud about what we've achieved in Worcestershire over the last 14 years together and what the LEP has achieved over nearly 10 years of its existence today. But I think you've got a very important part to play going onwards. So thank you to all the businesses who are engaging today. I know some of you are online, but we've got a very crowded room here at New Road, which is always great to see. Thank you for giving me the opportunity as a local MP to say thank you for everything that the LEP has done for our county and my city. And good luck today with the big conversation. I hope it is productive. I hope it leads to continuing thriving for local businesses and the enormous contribution that they make to our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Robin, and particularly thank you to highlight some of the things over the last years that the LEP truly has, and the partnership that's intrinsic to the LEP model has really delivered. Some of those successes we should be rightly proud of. And yes, I'd like to acknowledge on behalf of my predecessors and the team who've continued the good work of the LEP over that time to deliver those successes. So when I was approached about the role of LEP chair, I was fully aware of the changes that were in prospect regarding the LEP picture at national level, which Robin has helpfully described in a simple sense for me. We've been very lucky here to have a LEP that was at least upper quartile in terms of the 40 LEPs across the country since their establishment, not all of them, as Robin said, have managed to do the most important thing. It's to build the partnership between the LEP, between the private sector and their partners, and local government, and the various business support organisations, Chamber included, and that in many areas of the country were conflicting. They were fighting, and in doing so, not delivering the ethos, the very value of the LEP in the first place about supporting those issues around innovation skills and business support. So we were very lucky to have a partnership, an attitude, a culture developing here between the LEP and its partners that has enabled the delivery of the successes that Robin alluded to. I've lived and worked in the county for 30 years, and I would say that during that time, the LEP has been the most significant contribution to improving the way in which there is a real and valuable interaction and dialogue between the various partners who need to work together to really make progress. And it's very much my objective that we continue to do that. And yes, of course, there are going to be changes in administrations, in context, in acronym, who knows what lies ahead. They're the same sort of external challenges that you as businesses and organisations that support them, we all have to live these days with a continuous rate of change and uncertainty. But as far as the LEP's concerned, and my role in terms of the board and the team, our view is very much not in what happens in 2025. It's really about what needs to happen for 2034. It's 10 years ahead that is a fundamental part of what our role is in terms of trying to develop and coordinate and deliver an economic strategy to which we've all contributed, we all believe, and gives us a roadmap that stands the best chance of enabling the Worcestershire economy to get where we all want it to be. So you'll understand that when I was offered the job, I readily accepted because I know the value that partnership working has already achieved, and I also believe there's much more that we can achieve in the years ahead. So our focus is to make sure that no matter what the changes are ahead of us, we ensure that the value that the partnership working in Worcestershire has created and delivered over the past 10 years doesn't just survive whatever changes lie ahead, but grows and develops its ability to help us all secure the economic growth and prosperity for the county in years to come. We're here for Worcestershire, not anything else. We're not part of a regional development or a national. Our focus, the LEP's focus, is about what's good for Worcestershire and what we can do to drive and develop the Worcestershire economy and the community that it serves. And we'll continue to focus on the development of the skills and business support services that are mission critical to helping Worcestershire's economy grow, as well as creating an environment across the county that fosters and embraces innovation, not just to create new businesses, but to help improve the productivity of those we have today. So I very much hope that you will enjoy, get value from, and contribute to the dialogue that is an intrinsic part of what we hope delivers from today's meeting. Thank you all. I hope you have a great day. I hope you all have a great day. And I'll talk to you at the end of the day and get some feedback on whether you have found it valuable, I hope. But now, over to Gary.
I'm just going to skip back a slide or two. Oh, no, that's gone and done it. I touched it, it broke, that's me gone. I think Ashley Giles is with us from the Cricket Club, and I think probably given the water situation, but also, you know, we hope to see cricket on the mill and not water cricket as the new sport that it could be. But I think I'd like to invite Ashley up on stage just for a minute, just to give you an overview of the club and equally what it's doing and in terms of hosting this event today. So, welcome, Ashley.
Morning, everyone, and welcome. I've been told strictly by Alex that I've got a 60-second slot to sell Worcestershire cricket. So I hope I don't have to do that, given the important role that the cricket club's played in the community for a very long time, and the moments that we've seen out here in the past, the very great moments. Thank you for being here. As I say, I'm just 8 months in to the role here as CEO. There's been some really good stuff for us. Promotion back to Division 1 in a field at the moment in cricket where the gap is widening between the haves and the have-nots. I'm very proud of the way the team went last year. Promotion, 2 quarterfinals is a tremendous effort by Alan and his team. There's also been some challenges. I wasn't sure whether the blinds were down because of the sun or to try and trick everyone to thinking that everything's absolutely rosy and fine out there. It's far from. As you will have seen, we're now in our 5th full flood this winter. And we will be announcing later that we're going to have to move away from New Road for the first couple of games of the season, which is pretty heartbreaking and soul-destroying for the ground staff particularly, who've just been out there working their socks off the whole winter. But what stood out at Worcestershire at the club since I've been here, well, we have some incredible people, incredibly resilient and hardworking, as I said. Some of you may or may not know, given my history, that I was a Warwickshire player, Warwickshire coach. Most of my working history's been in Birmingham, but I've lived in Worcestershire now for the best part of 26 years, and we're very proud of that. My children were born here, married here, and I'm even an honorary citizen of Droitwich Spa. One of the only ones, I think. And I'm very proud, as I say, to live in Worcestershire, and I'm very proud of the role, as I said earlier, that we play in the community. And I've heard the term, I've only been here for about 10 minutes, but the term partnerships come up a lot. And we're very keen to continue that in the community. And I think at this point in time, there is no more important time than the role of partnerships in the community in Worcestershire. We'll face many challenges, but I'm sure if we work together, we will come through them. So I'm very proud of our role here, and I'm also very proud of our relationship with Worcester. I think it works really well for both sides. Some of the initiatives that we're undertaking are just incredible. I mean, for example, the soup kitchen we run on Wednesdays and the impact that just has on people's lives, people just coming through the door and being able to eat and spend time in a warm and safe space is just incredible. But that's probably my 60 seconds and a bit more up. So Gary's given me the look here to move on and move on quickly. I hope you have a great day. I hope it gets a bit cooler in here than it is right now. But you're always welcome back to Worcestershire, and say if anyone's interested in working together in the future, please just get in touch. Thanks very much. Thanks, Gary.